What's up, guys? We're here with Pandemonium Games, here bringing you our first place winner of locals.
Hello.
Who are you and what did you play?
I'm Thomas. I played Melodious.
Ooh, spicy.
I've been playing it previously, past month. Tried out Mimicals for a bit when they got their new stuff and went back to this.
So meta's just not your thing?
Nah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're very excited to see your deck profile. Let's see what you ran today.
So the three different one-card starters. Ostinato, the best one. First movement solo, refrains. They're one-card starters that get you pretty far into your combo. The other scale, couplet, you play 3 couplets. It's just, you can open this along with any other name, it gets you to a fusion and you can get going from that.
I've heard this card was a little bit of a brick. Is that the case for this deck?
Not really. It does obviously help searching it off of reframe to get the effect to special another level 4 or lower. But if you open it along with any other name, it still gets you to a fusion. Also, if you open this along with a starter, you can activate this to search for Concerto. And this helps you play around Droll and Lockbird more than you would in your normal combo. Yeah, only playing one Concerto. I was playing 2 in the past, cut it down to 1. You really don't need to. My argument with 2 was that sometimes would get banished, but nowadays there's not a lot banishing Concerto.
Okay.
Got 2 Soprano. It's pretty standard, I would say, along with the extenders. 2 Sonata, 1 Cannon. I've seen a few people bump Sonata up to 3. Just having a number of extenders is pretty good. Definitely would like to see them to help versus interruption, which is quite relevant in the current meta. There's a lot of hand traps going around.
Okay.
The bricks, Aria and Chopina. Yeah, you don't want to see these too often, especially Chopina. Chopina is the worst one to see in your hand. You can discard it off of the link. That's pretty much the only way you play around opening this. And Aria, you don't really want to see. You want to be summoning it from deck or grave, unless you have combo above and beyond your normal stuff. You can end up pendulum summoning that if you do open it.
Okay.
I'm on the 1 pot. You really want to be seeing your Ostinatos, your 1-card starters. Was playing 2 because I only had 2 when it was at 3. So I didn't lose too much when the bandits dropped.
I guess so, yeah.
1 cold buy, hit the Ash on Ostinato. You really want this to resolve it again. 1 talent. This was... I just really like this card.
Okay.
Going first and second, play through hand traps, yoink opponents' monsters if they establish a board. I really like that card. I would play more if I had. 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Imper. So the Holy Trinity.
The good stuff.
Yeah. And then the real reason I really love this deck is Herald.
Ooh, okay.
3 Heralds. It's pretty much always live. You have a lot of fairies to discard with this. Hits Mulcharmies, both Mulcharmies. Hits Shifter. Hits Ash on Ostinato. Just covers a lot of things. You really want to be seeing this. And then my last couple of hand traps are 3 Bell and 2 Ogre.
Jeez, you're bringing all the hate today, eh?
Yeah, so I was going back and forth between, I have it on my side, it's Morna and Bell. Yeah. I definitely like 2 Ogres. It hits a lot of decks in the current meta.
What's the idea behind Bell?
So at my locals, there's a lot of Tempai. I was expecting a lot of Tempai, but surprisingly, I didn't face any today. Ghost Bell does really well against Tempai. It also, I haven't tested a lot, but from what I've seen versus the Fiendsmith stuff, it does help versus Fiendsmith.
Okay.
If you open it along with any other hand trap, it's a pretty good one. It was really something I was testing out, and it ended up working out. It did help versus a couple matchups today.
And that's 40 card main.
Yeah, 40 exact.
And how many hand traps is that again? It's like, it's quite heavy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay. So hand traps with a splash of Melodious.
Yeah.
Cool, let's carry on.
To the extra 3 Baja, 2 Etoile. These are the main ones you go into. Obviously, spoiler alert, I don't have SP in here. Some of these are cuttable to make space, but I just didn't need the space because I don't have SP at the moment. Cape Town, when are we getting our tins? So yeah, 3 of those, 2 Etoile, 2 Schuberta. It's really good DD Crow for 3, and it's resettable through Etoile. Oh yeah, Etoile is the best form of interruption we've had for a long, long time. Non-targeting bounce, doesn't banish for cost or anything. It's just, yeah, rip this whenever you need to, and it gets rid of a lot. Bloom Prima, it's the OTK. She gains attack for each material, and she gains 2 attacks each battle phase. So there are other Melodious Fusion monsters, I just haven't been able to get hold of them. The one reflects battle damage, which is really good versus Tenpai, just haven't been able to get out. Forgot the name. The Bloom Harmonist, I play it as a 1-mode, it's recyclable in engine. You don't often go into this with your 1-card combos, but it's a nice extender if you open not away 2 fusions. So if you open up a normal summonable monster that doesn't really do anything, and then one of the extenders, just make this discard and you get to your engine. Gravity Controller, this helps when your Baja gets impermed. Link this off for Gravity Controller, and Baja will revive your materials from the grave and continue your combo. It's obviously, it doesn't completely replace the combo if you do get impermed. It's a bit worse, but it is something. Lizard Haggados, this card I'm a big fan of this card. Just any 2 names, you can banish it to draw a card, and then especially in Melodious, if you banish it off the field, you've got nothing on your field. You can activate your Ostnovos, which require nothing on field.
So no Protos?
No. We got Moon. This helps versus a few different problems. Obviously, skill drain, other floodgates. This really helps. You don't have a lot of popping power in the deck. It's mostly bouncing. That's the only form of removal. So being able to destroy. Also, back row. I believe it can target back row. Yeah, gets rid of back row, which this deck kind of struggles against. Underworld Goddess came up today. I'm a huge fan of this card. I play it whenever I can, in any deck I can, just to get rid of towers. I think mostly gets rid of Chaos Angel made with Lights and Darks. It's a really good way of outing that, because you do flood the board. You only can't make this if you get locked, it's only first movement solo that locks you. So if you don't start with first movement solo, you can make that to out anything. Phoenix, again, outs back row, gets bodies off your board, really good. Back row is a problem. And Ragusta, for when you get de-shifted.
Everyone's favorite, eh?
Yeah, you just make 2 level 4s on board and make this. That helps versus Tempai as well. And the side deck, Tam Tam. I heard it searches polymerization. I don't know what else it does. Ghost Mourner, I sided this in versus going second against big combo decks like Fiendsmith variants. You hit the sequence, and that does quite a bit. To draw, I only had space for 2 of each of these. Draw, again, going second against big combo decks, really good. Duster, 2 Cosmics. There is a bit of stun at the locals. Shout out Tyrone. It helps versus stun. And Cyclone Cosmic is pretty good against quite a few meta decks as well. Tempire can hit the field spell. can hit the Fiendsmith, the Negate, the guy that has the equip on him, forgot his name. Rivalry, going first, good floodgate, especially in this deck, they're all fairies. Locks out quite a few decks. Not everybody plays only one type. 3 Evenlies for going second. It is my board breaker of choice. Pair it along, draw it draw it for turn, along with some previous hand traps. This does quite a bit of damage. You also don't really need your battle phase with this deck, so just getting rid of stuff before you make your plays is good. And for going first, the Judgments. I decided this is always going first. This card is really good going first.
Good old trusty Judgment.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Thanks for the deck profile. What were some of your matchups you had today?
Okay, so my first game was against Vanquished Soul. It was quite tough. Ramesh is kind of my mentor. He really got me going in at Panda. He helped me along the way. Yeah, the targeting stuff. I've never played against Vanquished Soul, but the one thing I did know about them is don't target them. They can tag out. So I sided out my Imperms and Veilers.
Very nice.
But yeah, Etoile doesn't target, so it's a good form of removal versus them. Then round 2 was versus Chimera Fiendsmith. Also a really tough game. Anything notable? I don't think so. I think it was just hand trap wars. Well, not really actually. I opened up a lot of hand traps. They didn't. They opened up a lot of Endrin, but I just fought through it. Actually, one of the games I opened double Ostinato. He actually won. I used the other. That was game 2, I think, and then game 3 I opened up double first movement solo. He negated the activation with the DDD XZs. Negates the activation, but first movement solo it says you can only activate this once, so you activate it twice.
Nice, really nice.
Then round 3 was Dynamorphia.
The stun.
Yeah, the stun. I really enjoyed the solemn scoldings in that.
Very nice.
Counter traps do work against counter traps. But yeah, just kind of pushed through everything. Obviously was scared of the back row because this deck doesn't do a lot versus back row, but I was able to push through quite a bit with in-engine. And last round was the best deck of the format, Fiendsmith Snake Eyes.
Ooh, okay.
That was hand trap wars. That was definitely hand trap wars.
Yeah.
It got down to simplified game states quite a bit, and this deck loves simplified game states. Ostinato, if your board's clear, just does everything for you. Yeah.
Some tough matchup. Well, congrats again on that, Thomas.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing more of your off-meta picks.
Yeah.
Hopefully not some of the stun. Are you going back to Mimigals?
Probably not for a while. Unless a crazy build comes up, something really, really interesting. But it's kind of been solved. There's not a lot you can do with the deck. I might have something in mind. I won't reveal it quite yet.
Can't leak the spice just yet.
Yeah.
But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Thomas, our first place winner, and thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
See you guys. Cheers.